Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Today we find ourselves on Fichthal V2. This seems to be a thing now. Rather than getting multiple updates of maps, some map makers are bringing out a second version. We had it with Fruling as well. This is by Lucas G. 634.7 megabytes to download. We do start here at the bus shelter. There is a map of the area, and we've got a little thing down here that says productions. I'm going to start off by saying this map is bonkers. I mean, it's very Galgenberg-esque. The level of detail, the amount of stuff on here, the amount of plots you say need to buy, but the amount of plots that have got things on them. So I'm going to go around, and I'm going to have to be as quick as I can to show you as much as I can as we go round. If we go to the map, this is what it looks like, and it is busy. 255 buyable spaces on this map, over 50 forest areas. On New Farmer, we start with this farm area here and a few fields. We start with this plot up here, and you see all these exclamation marks. When we go around, I'm not going to go to every single one of those because we have got pellet delivery and then we've got firewood delivery as we go around. I think, was that firewood delivery or pellet? There we go, firewood delivery. And there are loads of those across the map. So for pellet and firewood delivery, they are intermixed with all of the production chains, sell points and everything else. So you'll see them on the map as we go around. I'll show you where we are on the map as we go around. But what is also very helpful on here, all of these numbers correspond to a farm plot that you can buy. So we'll go do those as we go around. Once I've bought a couple, then I can put some government subsidy signs down because I'm going to need to put some more money in to buy more plots. Now I will say this, down the bottom part of the map, all of this is all forestry. And in the forestry up this side, towards the southwest, we've got some fields in here. The level of detail on this is incredible. The trackways are difficult to traverse. There are potholes, there are tree stumps on the tracks, there are logs across the road. I bottomed out my pickup and had to get a tractor to nudge it out. I could have reset it, but there's a long way to go back. But there are no sell points or production chains or buildings down this bottom section. I'll kind of do maybe a quick flyover, but we are going to need to drive from here all the way across. So I might do a time lapse over there. Field prices, they're even on the bigger plots. For example, 193 there, 443 grand. That's a forestry plot. 532 for that one there. That one's 536. As far as farming area and farm plots go, 67 grand, 138 grand. The farms themselves, we'll see as we go around, to have various different price tags on them. 166 for that one. Farm 5 there for 92 grand, but we'll see as we go around. So actually not too bad, but it is, yeah, there is an absolute mountain of stuff going on. If we come straight around the corner here, we come to the vehicle shop and workshop trigger. This is also the reset point for the map. We do also have a forklift truck here which belongs to the vehicle shop, which can be used and utilised. You can drive it wherever you like, put it on a trailer, take it, use it. It's here. It's not under your leased items or anything like that. We'll talk about slot count when we get to the main farm. That's a nice touch. I've seen a couple of those going around. Something a bit more interesting than just your standard fare as we go around the map. I'm going to get a pickup truck, or just a pickup, so we can get around to the main farm and get around the map a little bit quicker. So I'm going to do that now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go around, and because this is all within walking distance, we'll do all this first, then we'll come back and get a pickup, and then we'll go around the rest of the map. So as we come across the road here, you'll see down in here one of those delivery points. So that's a pellet delivery point, and they're all over the place, in people's gardens, in driveways, and the firewood ones are the same, all over the place. We come down across here. There's another one there for delivery, and if we come around the corner, we come to the first of the farm plots that we're going to purchase. I had to make separate, I had so many notes, I had to make separate notes for all the farms. So this plot here, we are now standing in front of plot 3. Plot 3, or farm 3 on plot 246 is 25,275. Do that, and come back out again, and we've got our triggers all on there. We have a sleep trigger, we have a wardrobe trigger, we have got workshop trigger inside the building here, we've got a farm silo now. This is a good time to talk about actually build mode, what's been put in by the map maker as well. There are no required mods for this map, which is quite handy. Contracts are available. I've got to go through my list of things. There are 50 collectibles. I haven't come across one yet. And then we have got cows here as well on this one. We have 12 cows. Oh no, we'll hold 12 cows. We don't have it on this one. Some of the farms do, some don't. This will hold 12 cows. And open out to the other side here. Yeah, so actually probably now is a good time to talk about the build mode, etc. If we go into here and we go down to mods and DLC, so under Fichthal V2, put in by the map maker, we have got the pellet stank and the pellets trailer. So these are for wood pellets and grain pellets transportation, with a few different options on those, and pallets, so you can buy pallets. There are sawmills to produce pallets, and a lot of the productions require pallets. This is one of those maps that require them as well. Under build mode, we have got under sheds a whole load of sheds and buildings. I'm not going to read through or go through all of them. There are a ton of mods in here put in by the map maker. Under silos, go back, we have got silo extensions. Under silos, we've got a load. Now some have capacities on 2.1 million litres, 300,000 litres, 350,000 litres, but weirdly this building here, which is part of the cow barn, that's all part of one thing, has a little silo next to it. If I go up to animals and go along to these animal pens under cows, it tells you how many cows they hold but doesn't give you a capacity. So it's a standard crop farm silo, but I'm not sure what the capacity on it. It's not going to be, it won't be massive. Anyway, back to build mode. So that was silos. Under silo extensions, we've got a couple there for manure heaps. There was nothing under containers, but under tools, we've got out on the end there a log store. Under farmhouses, we've got an absolute load of farmhouses there to choose from. If we then go from there to productions and factories, we've got a few factories out there, including the apple trees. Apple trees aren't under greenhouses or orchards, they're here under factories because that act as a production. Plate press, crane mill, and the two sawmills we'll get to later on. There was nothing under sell points, greenhouses, orchards, or generators. Under animals, we have got under cows, we've got a few different barns and buildings for cows of various different capacities. Then we've got nothing under horses. Under pigs, we've got a few. Under sheep, we've got a few. So a couple. Under chickens we've got a couple. Nothing under bees, nothing under dogs. If we go to decoration, there was nothing under fences or lights, but under others we've got an absolute load of decorative objects under others to choose from. As you can see, like I said, I'm not reading through all of them, but they are all here, as you can see, just to show you that they are here, and you can access them. There's so many, it's absolutely crazy. If we then go from there to landscaping, we've got a load of painting textures. Under trees, an absolute ton of trees. They might have just been tweaked a little bit just to fit the map, but they're modded for the map. And then we've got a load of plants as well. So that's everything under build mode that's put in by the map maker, just to keep us busy. So this is plot 3. If we go through and out the back here onto the road and continue round, we come to the next junction, and this is farm 4. So on the map, I hope I'm going to get around all this. So there we go, plot 249, but farm 4. Buy that, do that and that. We get a load more triggers pop up. Opens the goods. There we go. So we got sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger just there. We've got some racking, workshop trigger just in the corner there. This is the silo here, isn't it? Yes. So this is workshop, and this is a 300,000 litre standard crop type silo. Putting into the silo is done here. Taking out the silo is done there. There's no animals on this one. Open the gates, and we come out the back onto the road just here. There is a little plot down here that can be purchased, which will give you access to the barn. There's nothing else on that. There's no sell point or anything like that. If we come across the road here, we have got another pellet delivery point. We've got So the firewood, that I think that might be firewood. Like I say, they're all over the place. And then here we've got a sell point. This is Heinrich's Court sell point, just here. Come back around the road, oh no, across here, sorry. Oh, I'm going to need to put some money in now, because we come to the first of the sawmills. So this is Sawmill Ernst, which we're going to need to buy, and I don't have enough money. Bear with me 1 second. That's better. So come up into here to the Sawmill Ernst, buy production, click on that. Apple trees we'll get to in a little while, don't worry. So this will do wood planks, longboards, firewood and pallets. So if you need to do pallet production, the sawmills, there's a small one and a large one that will do them. Just requires wood in, and then you can pick those. So this is nothing to do with the platinum expansion. These are modded and put in here for the map. We can come right the way around the back here. Logs can be put in from the back there, and then you run the whole thing. You do your usual sell wood, and away we go for production on any of those. Out the back here, I've got a log sort of store. You can prop your logs up against that. Through out the back, and we come across to some more sell points, more pellet delivery. I initially thought it was pellet delivery, as in like you could do delivery contracts where you're delivering them, but it's not. So we come up the road here. On our left, we've got pellet delivery just inside this gate here. Although you can't open the gates, I'm assuming it will just take them as you get there. So another pellet delivery there. Then up around the back from here, we come to the spinnery. Now this only does wool. This doesn't do cotton. So this is a spinnery, but it will only take wool. We go back to our map, and I'll show you where we are and where we've been. So it's crazy, isn't it? So we started off here. We did the store, we did the vehicle workshop, we've done all the pellet productions, the 2 farms there on 3 and 4, the Heinrich's Court sell point just there, small sawmill out there to another pellet delivery, and then the spinnery marker just there. So we're going to head back down across the way to the vehicle shop. I'm going to grab a pickup, and then we're going to continue. I'm just always through these people's gardens. I'm sure they won't mind. They might do. Let's get a pickup. That'll do nicely. So, jump in the pickup, start her up, let's go. So from here, and this is one of those maps that you're going to have to keep referring back to the map, because it's incredibly complicated. There's so much going on, so many little plots, and like I say though, the level of detail is phenomenal. Just prepare yourself if you're on console for the slot count. There's a little plot down there to the right that you can purchase, which has a silage clamp on it. We cross the bridge and turn immediately to our right. We've got a firewood sell point, firewood delivery. I'm sure that was just there. Come across the bridge there. Just a bit further along. I know there's one here somewhere. Oh, there it is, around the back of the building. Firewood delivery. And then we come to our next farm plot. So we are now at plot 2. That will set you back 49,578 if we do that and that. No, it would be a good idea if we actually purchased it. Buy, there we go, that and that. Right, so hop out. Sleep and wardrobe trigger just there. We come across the yard here. We've got chickens. Just here, 18 out of a potential 40. I don't think this one's got a workshop trigger in it. We've got another one of those small farm silos. Again, I have no idea what the capacity is on that one. But a small farm silo, it's not going to be huge. You can buy that little plot of land next door to get access to that barn. It's really cheap. Like that little plot there, plot 3, 5,327. If we buy that, and then we just get access to the barn, the doors will open. We go around the back here, we've got a realistic pig pen. Slurry point just there. Dialogue box just there. For 18 pigs, of which we don't have any yet. So this is a little pig farm. I like it's got a very realistic, immersive feel to the map. So from here, then cut down through the side of the farm. The collectibles are pretzels, I think, and I haven't found one. I mean, they might just be sitting on tables and stuff, I'm not too sure. We'll leave that there. Cross the road. So this is our start farm. On New Farmer, this is what we start with. I'll talk about slot count now, so buckle yourselves in, people. On New Farmer, 2,780 slots. But don't worry, because on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, that comes down to 2,602. Oh, it's up there. The difference between the two, you don't start with any vehicles or machinery on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch. All of the buildings on all of the farms are all still here. They can, however, be demolished if you want to. You can demolish any of the barns and buildings. It will let you remove them. So you can get that slot count much further down if you go around all the farms, buy them all up and remove all the buildings, animals, that kind of thing. You can if you want to, if you feel that way inclined. But anyway, at our start farm, sleep trigger is just there. We go around the corner and up the stairs, we've got a wardrobe trigger. We've got quite a bit of equipment actually. There's our wardrobe trigger up on the balcony. Harvester and harvester header. Now if we come round through the garden, that greenhouse isn't functional, but here we've got our 3 apple trees that it showed on our production chains that we start with on New Farmer. There are a load of plots around the map. I'm not going to buy them all up as we go, but I'll point them out and I'll tell you how many apple trees are on them. This is the same as, what was the map tour I did recently? That had apple trees on it. So we click on there, you'll see we've got our options there for apples. They require water on their own, you'll get a certain amount being produced. If you do the other one, the other recipe, water and manure, you'll get more coming out of those. Now there's not a juice factor or anything on the map, but there is a sell point for apples to produce them. I'm not sure if Lucas G has made, actually you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to click on Lucas G on the mod hub. Bavarian farm buildings, Bavarian houses, the original Fichthal map and Fichthal V2. I was just checking because I wasn't sure whether or not Lucas G had made like a juice factory or something you could add in separately. So these 3 here are apple trees that you start with on your main farm as well. Jump across here. I want to show you something now. I said before about grabbing a basketball. I always used to do it on map tours. When I was coming around prepping, I grabbed the basketball, I did one shot and I got it in. I'm going to cut to that now. And this, I'm not making this up. I didn't do loads of shots, just the one. Skills to pay those bills. You know it. I know it's arrogant, isn't it? Sorry. Right. It was literally just first shot. Lucky or what? First bits of our machinery. Well, on top of the harvester, we've already seen obviously. We've got a seeder tucked away in here. We've got a milk tanker. We've got a slurry tanker. We've got up in here workshop. Come out from the workshop across here. We've got in here Fendt tractor. Don't think there was anything in that one. Nope. As we come down here, we've got a manure heap. We've got our silage clamp. This is our cow barn for the main farm. Milk point just there. If we come round, our dialogue box is just here. We have 16 out of a potential 120 cows. You can see just inside there we've got a mixer wagon in there as well. So you do start with a fair bit. I'll do what I've done before. If we go onto here and go down to owned items, that's everything you own. I'm not going to go into every single menu and show you everything, but you'll see it as we go around the yard. As I've said, feed mixer, there's balers and windrows and power harrows and headers, and you know, there's a whole ton of stuff. For the slot count, you would like to think so. We do have a hayloft up the top here if you want to use it as well. In here. So the lights out. And then in here, more equipment stored away. So grass work equipment, windrower, tedder, baler, mowers, all in there. We've got more equipment and another fence, but an older fence tucked in here. Plough, manure spreader, fertiliser spreader, older fence. We come around the back here, we've got our silo. Now this one here, our main farm, I'll find my notes. This is a 350,000 litre, again standard crop type, but 350,000 litre, and we've got our trailer just tucked away there. I think it's just cows at this one. Yeah, pretty sure it is. So that's the main farm. But again, I like the level of detail. I like the cobbles. I like the multi-layered effect of it. You know, it's another one of those ones where you feel the farmer's fitted into the landscape. You know, it's not just plonked down. It's one of those farms that's grown over time, and it's just fitting in with where it's located. It fits. You know, I like it. It's cool. So that's your main start farm. From here, we'll follow the road this way. We're coming up on Werner's. This is Werner's grain silo sell point. So Werner's grain silo sell point is just there, and then Werner's grain silo bale sales is just there. Across the road we've got the old quarry. Now the old quarry will take lime and it will take stones, but it's just a sell point at the old quarry. Just here. It's not a debris crusher here, just the quarry sell point. And then from here is where we can take a route right the way over the top. And like I say, I did get stuck. So we're currently here. Like I said, there's no sell points or anything. It's all you know. It's rugged landscape, and if you like your login and that kind of stuff, it's fantastic. And as you get further over to the southwest, you've got more fields in amongst all this rugged terrain as well, which makes it really, really interesting. I checked out all of these little spots that I thought might have buildings on or productions or anything like that. They're all either staging areas for logging or just placeable points. They've got little icons, or I say little icons, little purchase points there, because that one there and that one there, 255, they've got sheds on them. So you've got the ability to buy that little plot of land, and by buying the plot of land you'll get access to the shed and you'll be able to open it. So what I'll do, I'm going to chuck the drone up for a second and just take you up over there just to show you the sort of terrain, and then I'll meet you over the other side. But it is, I mean, it's fantastically done. The level of detail is incredible. We're all into here, doing the forestry into the bottom of here. Look at that. Lake in the bottom. It's not a quarry, it hasn't got any stone in it. I mean, it's one thing I think is missing since Silverrun came out, which is a year ago now. And we had the rock breaker, the hydraulic rock breaker. That's not, we haven't been able to, I say we, but it hasn't been utilised more. I don't think Giants really gave up ever the files for it. But to have quarries and stuff where you can use the rock breaker, I think it would work better and be more immersive as a quarry. But anyway, you can see the sort of landscape. And as we get further over, you get these areas where you've got fields dotted in amongst all the landscape. And it's, yeah, I mean, it's a tricky bit of terrain. It's not going to be straightforward, but it feels very natural. I mean, look at this. It's great. So I'll see you over the other side. In a minute. So emerging from the wilderness, we're coming up the western side of the map now, back across the river. On our left we have a small plot which can be purchased, just there, which has 3 medium greenhouses on it. They're standard in-game greenhouses. That plot there, how much was this one? So we're across here now. We come out across the side, so this plot here, 157, 39,778, which can be purchased, and then you will get those 3 greenhouses as production chains. If we come, oh look, different harvester. That's cool. I'm going to cut into the traffic here, hopefully nothing's coming the way. Gas station to our left. And then we're going to turn back on ourselves in here. More pellets and firewood delivery points scattered around. I'll show you where all the sell points and stuff are in just a moment. Let's do that and that. Leave that running. Bakery just here, which has an extra production on this. If we buy the bakery, we've got pretzels. We can do bread, cake and pretzels here, which is pretty cool. Flour and pallets. That's going to be some tough pretzel, isn't it? Quite hefty on your teeth, I would imagine. So yeah, like I said, a lot of the productions do require pallets. Did I say pellets? I keep pallets. It's going to require pallets to do pretzels here, and then we've got another delivery point there. We come across the way here. We have got just here. Let's go back to the map. This little plot here, 245. If we buy 245, we get a house with a sleep trigger and a wardrobe trigger on it, with a barn behind it. So if you want an extra sleep trigger for any particular reason here in the town, you can. We come around here, we get our dairy. I didn't buy the dairy when I did my whiz round, but I'm going to check because I'm not sure if this has anything extra to it. Butter, cheese and chocolate. No, standard dairy. But I thought I'd better had. Across the way from here, we've got the livestock market, just there, with real life cows in a made up virtual world, but you know what I mean. If we come down here, we've got a seed purchase point. So back to the map. All of these, it's crazy. We did the gas, and like I said, all of these exclamation marks: pellet delivery, firewood delivery, firewood delivery, pellet delivery, firewood delivery. They're everywhere. Another one over the back there. So we've got the cattle dealer, animal dealer, then we've got the cattle dealer seed point, and then we've got the animal dealer bale sale. So this is for buying seed, just here, and then we've got a bale sale point just there. We come out from here and across the way, we've got a sell point just here, tucked around the back. This is Georg's, is it? Georg's Timber Trade. So that's a sell point for lumber. Timber, lumber, depends how you refer to it. Sorry, old chap. Okay, that silage clamp you can't purchase. That's not a plot of land that can't be bought. So I wasn't sure about that one. We come up here, we come to our next plot of land that can be purchased for a farm. So, back to the map. We are now at Farm 6. 166,677. Buy that. Down and back up, and we get a load more triggers. Sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger, just there. We swing around. This one, I don't think... This one does have a workshop. Is this one tucked away up in here? There are so many farmhouses. I'm trying to remember where all the triggers were for everything. I know it's got one. Just can't remember where. I've lost it. I've lost my workshop. Here it is over here. Workshop. In there we go. There's your workshop trigger. This one has got a silo. This is one of the larger ones. This is the 2.1 million litre silo. As far as I can tell, it's a standard crop type. And then around the back, we've got beehives. 3 of. Just there. And what I haven't found is the point where the beehives, the honey pallets spawn. I haven't come across it anywhere. I've been looking on the ground because I have got me interactive markers on, and I haven't found a little hazard marked box. And also I haven't found bees at any of the other farms. So I'm assuming it's here at this farm. It's going to be somewhere glaringly obvious now, isn't it? As I've just said that. But we do have 3 beehives here at this farm. Should you wish to purchase it from here, up the hill. I'm terrified I'm not going to fit all this in. Keep going. Right. Returning just here. And stop there. Whew. We are at the grain mill. Was it Harlich? Hartig. Grain mill Hartig. Now this is a production chain. Purchase this building. Now we can do flour of various different sorts. So wheat flour, barley flour, again requires pallets. We can do oat flour and we can do our sorghum flour, but we can also do grain pellets of 2 different sorts. Wheat or barley grain pellets, so that can be an outground production, so grain pellets. For pallets to be put in, that's across the road here. That's our pallet in point. So that's this one here. So that's your grain mill, but we'll also do pellets. And then up here, we've got the plate press building. If we open this one up and come inside here, can you open that one as well? No. This one here. Now we saw at the sawmill earlier, different things we can be produced. Now this one, chipboard or wood pellets. So we've got grain pellets across the way. This one will do wood pellets or chipboard. So it's a plate press. It will take those wood chips and press them with adhesives and stuff, I would imagine, to make chipboard. So bring your wood chips here, chipboard and wood pellets out at the plate press. There you go. Grain pellets and wood pellets. Lovely job. From here, we're going to whiz up the road. More firewood and pellet sale points, and now we come to the next carpentry. This is carpentry bower. Yep, carpentry bower, which requires purchasing. We'll do that. Furniture wood, furniture planks, furniture longboards, and pallet production. So if we've at the sawmill we've made longboards, which are over there, we can bring either wood, planks or longboards here, and we can produce those various different things, including pallets if we bring wood. So another place to make pallets should we wish to do so. So not just sawmill, but carpentry as well. We come out the end here. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. We are now in and out of these menus. So we have come right the way around there, done those, come across here, we're now at this point here. So plot 187, if we buy that and we buy farm 5 like that, do that and that, the sleep trigger for the farm is on plot 187, so slightly separate. So we've got sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger there. You don't have to buy that farmhouse, you can buy the farm without the farmhouse if you want to, if you've got a farmhouse elsewhere. We come around, we've got a lot of barn and building space, no silo at this one, no workshop trigger, but we do have sheep up the top here, of which there are some already. You can see what I mean about how much stuff there is and why the slot count is so high. So we've got 23 out of a potential 120 cow, sheep. I just said sheep. Again, it's not your orthodox, not your nice flat pasture. It's sat on a hillside, fits in with the map. It's been built where, you know, where it needed to be at the time. I like it. From here. Oh, at least I'm remembering the route. That's good. So driving across here, we come to this point just here. To our right, you might see the trees are a little bit different. So this is, again, marked on the map. We've got 3 apple trees just here. So we've driven across the top here. This field here, 157, and you've got the apple thing. Now the apple thing's sitting above. I thought it was for this plot here, 28, but it's not. It's 148. So if we buy that plot there, like I said, I'm not going to buy all of them, but you'll get the 3 come up there for the 3 apple trees. And if we come down to our production chains, you will then see down the bottom there. There we go. So we've got 3 extra apple trees thrown in there for the production of said apples. From here, let's go, let's go, let's go. Go this way. This is another one of those maps, feels absolutely massive. Down to the main road. Whoa, minding the bumps and potholes, and there are a few. Out on the road to the next junction, we're going to bung a right just here, through the trees. Apologies if I get to the end of the map tour and I have missed something. It is highly likely because there's a lot of stuff on here. We come to another apple orchard, again marked on the map. So apple trees. This one has 7 or 9. What did this one have on it? 7. So we're at plot 8 here on the map. It's field 151, but plot 8. If you purchase this plot, all the icons will come up on the map. And this has got 7 apple trees on it, as you can see around us. You can add more if you want to. They're in the build mode, so you can if you want to. I need to go right here. Right-ho. Then we come here. Now this is just a sell point, thankfully. This is the great. No, which one is this? This is the watermill. This is the watermill sell point. just here, with the sort of dam, watermill across the river. Just a sell point, straightforward, easy. I can cope with that. Up the hill from here, and right up on the hillside, mountainside, hillside, we've got the castle. That's Castle Fichthal, not Fichthal. Well, that's what it's whether it's a typo, I'm not sure. Two halves just come up the road here. Sort of thing. If I was driving on my car, I'd be freaking out now. I'm saying to MrSealyp, take a photo, quick. So we're going to turn up here. Now it is shown on the map with a blue icon. There may well be pretzels up there to collect. I'm not going to drive all the way up there. There's not a sell point or anything up on the top of the hill. But from here, we did all of this. We came out through there, down through there, apple orchard there at field 151, which is, like I said, plot 8. Out past there from the watermill sell point. We've come up there. If we take that turning up there and then back on ourselves, and there's a main road that runs out to it, we can go out to the castle there, Castle Fichthal. You can walk up to it and you go around the ruins. It's all very lovely with nice views out across the surrounding area. I'm going to continue on the road because I'm very conscious of time, and we've still got a fair bit to get through. Oh, look at the land though. It's nice undulations. So, first up, we're going to turn in here to the biogas plant. Biogas plant is one of the ones where you can buy the land separately to the biogas plant, should you wish to. We've got three silage clamps. Now this is an interesting one. This silage clamp here comes with the biogas plant. These two you can purchase separately, so you don't have to have them if you don't want to. We've got a garage over the side there as well. If we go to our map, I'll show you. So we come up there, up here, we're now here at the biogas plant. So this plot we can buy separately. So we can buy the land. If we buy the biogas plant, we don't get the land. So we can buy that if we want to. But then these two silage clamps can be purchased individually, again, if you want. If we come across the biogas plant, this one wasn't too expensive either. 500,000, there we go. Standard biogas plant, standard crop types in, with digestate coming out, and it looks like fairly standard recipes for your biogas plant. From here, next farm. Oops, we're going the other way, shouldn't we? Oops. Sorry. We've got on our left farm number 7. I always find it's a tricky one when you've got a map like this that's packed with stuff. I mean, absolutely packed with stuff. You run the risk, and it's a difficult one because you want to fit everything in, but as you're going around the map, you're racing through stuff, and a map with so much detail, you want to sort of drink it all in. It's the sort of thing that once you start playing on a map like this, that's when you would start drinking it all in. All the little details, all the fine details, all the, you know, the great scenery and that kind of thing. But for the map tour, because it's packed with stuff, you need to get around a lot quicker. So, back to the map. From the biogas plant, we're here at farm 7. By that, 193,551. Do that, that and that. We get our sleep trigger and a wardrobe trigger there to the side. This one does have a workshop, which was somewhere. There might be this one right here. There you go. There's your workshop trigger. This one's another 2.1 million litre silo. Tucked away in here. This one doesn't have any animals on it. Plenty of barn and building space though. A lot of these buildings, I think these are part of the Bavarian pack that Lucas G did. And you can go up inside the buildings. I mean, there's not anything up here per se, but it's just that level of detail in these. You can hear pigeons, like they're roosting. There's birds roosting up in the roofs. Just little details like that. Really, really nice. So, that's farm number 7. Again, up in this little bit, this little village subsector, we've got more pellet delivery and firewood delivery points on here, as you can see to our left and our left there. If we turn down here, we come to Harry Potatoes. That's a cool name, isn't it? Is it Harry Potatoes or Harry's Potato? Oh no, it's Potato Harry. I prefer Harry's. Harry Potato, that's a cool name. So this is Potato Harry. So we've got the Potato Harry sell point, which is just there. Potatoes and sugar beet sell point. We've also got a seed buy point. So just there we've got a seed purchase point. If we come out of there and we go up past another pellets and or firewood delivery point, we come up into here to the largest sawmill. There we go, another delivery point. Now I'm just going to double check because we've driven up through there. That plot there. No, it's alright. So we are at the larger sawmill now. Keep an eye out for pretzels. If we open this up like that, come inside the building here. Is that a pretzel? Oh no. I'm seeing pretzels everywhere. Sawmill Schuster for 100,000. Again, wood planks, wood longboards, firewood and pallets can be produced here. If we open the side door there, so again you've got your sell point there, sell wood. So I think you're supposed to like tip them into that storage and then you can sell your wood there. So larger of the two sawmills, and there's the carpentry as well that will do pallets too. From here I think we might just do this, you know. We might just do it. Fingers crossed. From here. Let's do this. Right. Up at the very north of the map, we've got a little bit of a railway line. Only a tiny little bit. Comes into the map, goes out again. Under the sell points. Oh, blimey. We've got Nerd, I think it's called Nerd. So we're turning just here. We've got the Nerd, or we've got the railway station that goes to Nerd. So we've got a wood chip sell point here at the railroad station, just there. We've got our rent train point. Now from going down the price list, as far as I can tell, out to Nerd, we can sell wood, longboards and chipboard. I think that was all it would allow you to sell. The rent train point is just here. There was no production chain stuff other than that. I'm pretty sure it's all lumber, as you can see from the lumber all laying around as well. So we are right at the top of the map. We've driven around there, across there, up here. So the train literally comes in there, drives through, around, and then goes out to Nerd. Again, apologies if I'm saying that wrong. Fantastic. That's that one. I'm going to try and cut through here because it'll be quicker than driving out the roadway I was going to go, because there is a track that comes off of here. If I can get to that, that will cut a big chunk off and make life a little bit easier. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. Down here and up this one. Awesome! It's almost like I planned it. Which brings us to the last of the farms. This is farm number 8. So if we stop here on the map, we came well through the trees there, down there, across here. We are now at farm 8. 242,553. If we buy that, do that and that. So, the sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger just there. Another basketball hoop. Cow barn. Dialogue box just here. This one is... how many was this? I think it was 120 potential, and I think we got 43. There we go. 43 cows out of a potential 120. Silage clamp round to the side, manure heap a bit further around. I didn't find a workshop trigger on this one. We hop over there and was down over here. We've got a silo. This was another one, because it's built into this building. I don't think yeah, it's another small one. I'm not sure what the capacity of that one is. It'll be a standard crop type, but again, it won't be massive capacity. We've got 300,000, we've got 350,000, 2.1 million is the big building. So it's going to be, I would say it's going to be less than 300,000 litres. Back up to the pickup. Let's go. Down through here, and again, each farm completely different layout. The landscape they're sat on, all kind of perfectly tailored. Barn and building space. Oh, right, now this plot here is another apple orchard, so more apple trees. There are 5 on this one, so if you want to buy this little plot here, there are 5 apple trees on it. From here we're going to head right up to the corner. We've got to be careful, watch out for that big pin that's stuck into the map. I need to turn down there, pretty sure I do. Am I going to get all this fitted in? I think I might, you know. I might have just cracked it. So, down here, what does that say? Right, so we're now heading down the eastern side of the map. Always lovely little pasture areas and stuff that just open up. It's great. As we come down to here, we come to the last of the sell points. And this is intermediaries. We've got intermediaries milk sale, which is just this one here, and then we've got intermediaries, which is this one here. Now this is, as far as I can tell, the only place where you can sell your apples. We go down to the sell points here, and we'll go down till we get to one. There you go. That says intermediaries grapes. No sell point for olives. That's interesting. If we go down to until we find our apples, because I thought there'd be a juice factory, there'd be something like that. I haven't come across one. There we go. Intermediaries. It's the only place I could find. Same for pretzels, firewood delivery anywhere, longboards, the various different places, and chipboard either by train or intermediaries as well. And then we come out from the bottom of here, back onto this road here. This road should take us back down to the first little town where we started, at the bus shelter and the vehicle shop, if I've done my job properly, which I think I have. Like I said, if I've missed something I do apologise. It is, I haven't found a single pretzel, but it's a cracking map, tons of detail. Yeah, the slot count is absolutely off the chain. It's properly up there. It's absolutely mad, isn't it? Really. But that's Fichthal version 2 V2 by Lucas G. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.